What's the meaning of life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentations of their women. Oh, and try to do good for others. Even if it is small things. Full stomach, empty balls. I can think of an easy way to achieve that. Wait, all at once? I fear that it's something sushi related. Sure, but I'm not fucking my sandwich. By eating the contents of your balls. Yes, that is the only explanation. I don't believe that life has a meaning. I don't think anything really matters, but that doesn't mean we can't choose what we live for. I had an NDE in 2015, shook me to the foundations of my core. I'd always been atheist, full of myself, narcissistic and just an all-round arsehole. Fortunately, there's nothing like dying to grant you with the ultimate perspective. I'm not saying I'm a born-again Christian, I don't believe in organized religion at all. But I do believe with every fiber of my being that there is a whole lot more we can't see or understand. This life is not the last stop and that our actions in this life matter. It showed me we should be kind to people, we shouldn't waste time focusing on material gain. Spread love at every opportunity. Be courageous, be courteous. Through this, by living with purpose, I found meaning. Mind you, while this is my truth, it's not necessarily yours. Have fun. Enjoy life. This means nothing and everything. Being someone, but also being no one. Love, but also hate. Have friends, but also be lonely. Be smart, but also be dumb. This maybe looks weird, but try to understand it. Once you understand what I mean, you could think I am just a kid who tries to be philosophical, or you could think that I am an old wise man. Remember, everything and nothing. There is a theory which states that if ever anyone discovers exactly what the universe is for and why it is here, it will instantly disappear and be replaced by something even more bizarre and inexplicable. There is another theory which states that this has already happened. Douglas Adams. Life is the beautiful lie. Death is the ugly truth. Enjoy your lie. We can exist in this planet in three ways. Through our own body. In the mind or memory of people who knew us. Anything that is associated/named after us. Like a book, painting, poem, song, etc. And once all of the three mentioned are gone, our life ceased to exist. I think the meaning of life is simply to experience. No more, no less. No strings attached, no obligations, just simply experience. Now, your experience can be better or worse if you choose to live certain ways, but that's another topic. There's no meaning to life itself. There is a meaning to each person's life though, and that's totally depending on that person. To live. It's not complicated. Most people seem to think that there has to be a greater purpose, but there isn't. We are here because we are here, and things happen because they happen. My grandfather fought in the Pacific Theater in WW2. He shipped out weighing around 200 pounds and came home at about 100 pounds. Like most of the people who served, he refused to talk about the war at all. The only thing that he would talk about was the hunger. His conclusion was the only things that matter in this life are the food you put in your mouth and the people around your table. He was a very good man, and the older I get the more I think he was exactly right. Experience the beauty of the universe. It really seems to be the only downside to us destroying ourselves and there being no aliens out there. Just nobody gets to see how fucking wild this shit is. Noun. The condition that distinguishes animals and plants from inorganic matter, including the capacity for growth, reproduction, functional activity, and continual change preceding death. I'd say to enjoy the time you have. How? A healthy mix of hedonism, intellectualism, and helping others. By helping others you better society, and a better society makes life easier. There isn't a meaning. The universe and life is just a machine and we're just cogs. Seriously, look at an ant. Do they have meaning? They produce more ants, make entails, and eat? They don't serve this greater thing than just what they are. Humans are no different. We build houses, work, and eat. Repeat ad nauseum. I think it's just our brains have evolved to the point where we can ask that question, but I just don't think there's an answer. Well, it's nothing very special. Try and be nice to people, avoid eating fat, read a good book every now and then, get some walking in, and try and live together in peace and harmony with people of all creeds and nations. The condition that distinguishes animals and plants from inorganic matter, including the capacity for growth, reproduction, functional activity, and continual change preceding death. To create and to choose. Humanity's imagination and ingenuity distinguishes us as a species as well as our autonomy. We can delay gratification and sublimate our primitive impulses. Combine the two and you have a creature with the capacity of infinite choice. The human brain provides many permutations even if our imagination atrophies because we still have the agency of choice. Successfully create a healthy, viable child before you die. Bonus, immortality. The meaning of life is to collect as many different types of stag beetles as you can. The afterlife is a set of stairs and the number of stag beetles you collected at your step. If you don't collect enough, then you will be on a very crowded step. There is no overarching, all-encompassing meaning to life. Aside from biological purpose, to propagate, there isn't much. But, that's not as bleak as it sounds. It's saying that life has the meaning you attribute to it. Maybe you feel you have a calling. Maybe the meaning of life is helping others. Maybe it's material gain. Maybe it's a spiritual pursuit. Maybe it's to see the world. It's yours to decide, as long as it isn't taking away from others. The meaning of life is suffering. That's what the Buddhists think anyway. To make the world better for our future generations. Think back on all the hard work done by billions of people to get you to where you are today. It's crazy that we'll never know them, sad face. It's to find meaning in your life. Whether that's through creating a family, donating to charity, adopting a child, or anything that gives you a purpose on this planet. We each have to find what makes us happy. That journey is the meaning of life. You know, in the movie Kung Fu Panda, when Po opens the dragon scroll to find that it's just a blank reflective surface inside, and the secret to limitless power was inside him the entire time? I think the meaning of life is supposed to be a cop-out like that. There isn't one handed to us, but that just means we get to make our own. Different people will choose different ones, and that's just fine. For some it's family, some study and learn, some make art, some travel, some achieve professional success, and others want a peaceful life with minimal stress. Everyone can figure out their priorities and goals and make a life that is meaningful to them. Try and be nice to people, avoid eating fat, read a good book every now and then, get some walking in, and try and live together in peace and harmony with people of all creeds and nations. This is a tough question, because everyone has a different answer, but I would have to with creating life better for those around you. If you make a machine that makes someone's life easier, they may make a machine to make another's life easier. The cycle continues until the end of time, and it has been a fundamental of human psychology since the beginning of mankind, because humans are naturally social creatures. To quote the meme, apes together strong. Plus, it feels nice to be nice. Thanks for watching. Go comment below if you want a part 2. Like and subscribe if you like our content. It helps with the YouTube algorithm.